Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at a game that I'm really excited about. This demo's been out for a little while, but I wanted to wait till nearer the time of release before I actually put out my video on it. Now, I'm not new to this demo. I have played this demo 2 or 3 times through so far because I enjoy it that much. So we're going to have a bit of a detailed, this is going to be more of a detailed guide on the game than just one of these first look videos that we sometimes do. Anyway, let's get started. We're going to start our new journey, and the first thing we need to do is come up with a number plate. So I'm going to do MM for Mothman 2600. Then we can choose our vehicle. Now, in the demo, we can only choose the one vehicle, which is VW camper van, the traditional thing. In the main game, it is good to see that we're going to have 2 other options. And each vehicle comes with a build space, a carry weight, and a handling. Now, what I'm unsure of at the moment is whether handling includes speed or whether it's just handling. Because I don't find the handling to be that much of an issue in the game. So anyway, the build space for me is important. So even if I did have choices, it would probably be this one or this one. The carry weight doesn't seem to be in reference to the amount of resources you can carry. It seems to refer to the carry weight for your building, for how much building. So your build space and carry weight is kind of closely linked. I do find it interesting that that's got a smaller build space, but a higher carry weight than this one though. So I don't know. We'll have to see when the main game comes out how that works. Your license plate type, you can put these little dashes in like this. I think, or you can just put a space or something like that. Oh, let's do this. Let's do the little star like that. We do need to choose an actual vehicle we can drive. Now, the color scheming is nice as it is, but I'm gonna change mine. They've got these nice sort of sliders where you can sort of slide it back and forth. I want a sort of deep green, so I'm gonna really add some color in the middle and then darken it up a bit. Yeah, like about that. I think like that. X to confirm. Now your secondary color, I'm going to go for more of a brown. So where would be good for brown? Probably anywhere really. Down here is going to be probably your easiest area to get sort of an orange. Make it nice and bright like that. But then dial it right back and it should end up going kind of brown. There we go. Yeah, I quite like that. Let's stick with that. Driving, I'm going to go with, you can change it in game, so really it's what you choose here doesn't matter. It's easy to change in game, so let's get going. We've first got to choose our character. Literally male or female choices. Then you've got your sort of skin tone that you want to go with. I always find the lighter skin tone looks kind of yellowy, so I kind of go with that. Hairstyle, again, it's a shame that you can't rotate your dude. I do find that a bit of a shame, that you can't actually rotate him to see the hairstyle. Facial features, I'm not going to bother with any of this stuff just now. When the main game comes out, it'll be interesting to see if there's more choices here, and we'll spend more time doing things then. Shirt style, you've got basically 3 styles. Yeah, let's go with that. It's a bit different. And then again, you can kind of change the colors. I quite like that, actually. Yeah, let's go with that. And we've got gloves as well. We'll go with green gloves to match the van. Why not? Fingernails, paint style, yeah. And there's all sorts of stuff that we can choose, including shoes. I don't know why I'd want to wear a toddler's shoes. Crocs is interesting. Let's go with that, I suppose. I'm not going to bother changing the colour. Let's just dive into the game. The demo of this is supposed to take, I think they said when they released it that it's around about 3 hours play. And I'm going to do this video all as one video, so we'll see how long it takes. I don't think it's going to take 3 hours. Right, so to get started, we start up our van. And we're off. Here we go. Controls are fairly basic. R2 to accelerate and steer just gently on the steering. The steering can be a little bit twitchy, but...
I drove until the gray of the city faded from my mirrors. Now, the open road and this camper van are all I call home. Time to start my adventure.
Okay. I'm going to park up over here. And let's exit the vehicle. There we go. This is the view you get. The game really does look great. I am going to turn that music down because that is quite loud. Let's have a look at the settings. Can we turn... Ah, there you go. Music volume. I want to hear it a little bit, but not too much. See, that still seems quite loud to me. That's better. We can still hear the music, but it's not deafening. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a little look around our van. So this is our van. If we come down this side, we've got the driver's side door and we've got the driving seat. X to get in and drive. The next panel is your camping. And this is how you set up camping. And this is where you end your day. You can't end the day until it's actually nighttime. Now, just so you know, the day cycle in this game is quite rapid. However, in the settings, there is a day length slider. Now, I've left mine default for this because it's in our interest for the days to cycle quicker, because the resources respawn quicker that way. So we're going to leave it at that. Here, this here is your storage info. So if I go and grab some materials, this is your metal scraps. You've now got a little tutorial come up on your left side. And this is your backpack. There you go. So L1 on the controller. I'm playing with controller because for me this is a really chilled out, relaxing game. So I tend to play these sorts of games with controller. But it works really well with mouse and keyboard as well. Another reason I play this sort of game with the controller is because it's a driving game. I don't tend to play driving games with mouse and keyboard. Right, so our side task up the top says, open your map with up. But before we do that, let's carry on our little tour. this is your storage info, and this is where you deposit materials. So no matter what you're carrying, it will dump everything.
I'll put this in storage.
Into storage. We will talk about that a little bit later. When the demo first dropped, there wasn't a way around that. Thankfully, they listened to people, and now there is. And it shows your storage up here once you've done it. On the back of the van, we do have a workbench, which is where we can make tools and upgrades for our van. Once we've got the necessary blueprints and materials. Down here, we've got the engine. It's an electric camper van. So you've got an electric motor, and you've got this one little tank, and then you've got a power unit, which you can use either fiber or wood to generate more power for the van. Don't use wood. We'll talk about that a little bit later. You really want to get into fiber production, because wood is what you use for doing your building on top of your van. So my advice is to hold off. Once we get going, we'll have a look at that in a little bit more depth. Also, on a side note, if you leave things open like this and get in, it won't let you drive if this is open. But if this is shut, but other things are open, when you jump in...
Okay, let's go.
It will naturally shut all the doors for you. I kind of don't like that, but at the same time it is a nice to have. Then you've got a passenger door. This is multiplayer. Now, in multiplayer currently, I don't know if this is going to change in the future, but in multiplayer, there's no second camper van. And for me, that kind of makes the multiplayer pointless, if I'm totally honest. But your passenger can sit in the passenger seat. It's that simple. And help you gather stuff. My only gripe with the van is I would love this, your deposit materials, to also be here. So you can deposit materials on either side that way. But anyway, that is the tour of our little van. There she is. And we're going to take it out and we're going to explore as much of this area as we can. So let's start by doing our first task. Open the map with up on the D-pad. So there's the map. You can see that it's highlighting a thing, which is the tower just over there on our screen, on the left-hand side of our screen. That's what that is. If you hit X on it, I think... There you go. Once you highlight it blue by pushing up and down on the thumbstick, you can hit X and you can track the landmark. So now our main objective in orange is to find a way to the fire lookout, which is that over there. We've also got a side task of lighting a campfire at the lookout campsite. So to light a campfire, we need wood, which we'll find in this little storage thing here.
Let's take a look what's in here.
We've got 2 pieces of wood. Once we've done that, we can wander up to this and light our campfire. There you got it. Nice and easy. To find our way to the lookout place, we need to get through here.
Broken. Let me see if I can make a wrench to fix it.
Now, we can't get through here till we fix the barricade. To make a wrench, we need to find a signal tower, which is these things over here. These are your signal towers. If the screen is green, it means you can download a blueprint app. So you can come running up to it. This one's free.
Looks like I can download a blueprint at the signal tower.
This is our basic starting tool set. This is going to unlock a building hammer, a set of homing boots, and the wrench. Now that we've done that, we can go to the back of the van and using the metal scraps that we picked up over there, we can come to our workbench and we can make the wrench, which is what we need. You get this little mini game for building any tools. You can turn that off in the settings so it just does it auto. You don't have to have that on, just so you know. Yeah, so that's that. Sorry, I was just sort of lost as to what I was going to do next then. So, now that we've got the wrench, you don't have to equip tools or anything like that in this game. It just automatically does everything for you. You come up, and that's it. Once you get to this point, multiplayer becomes unlocked. You can now get your partner in crime in on the action with you. Yeah, it's that simple. There we go. So as it's getting dark, we're going to drive down to the first little campsite. Dump any materials I'm carrying.
A load off my back.
And we'll head on down here. Now, the early game in this game is literally stop and gather all the resources you can. This is a prime example of what I was talking about. I'm going to jump out here, gather these rocks. And it would have been nice if I could just dump them in here. Rather than, I mean, I need to come round here to the driver's side anyway. But sometimes when you're running back and forth gathering, because your carry weight personally in your backpack is terrible. In the main game, this may be something that we can upgrade. I don't know. Right. Let's jump in. That is top speed for the van, by the way. Again, I believe in the main game.
Perfect spot to set up camp.
We're going to have options for that. Right, let's get out the vehicle. We are going to camp here. So we'll open our camp. And I figure just because it's going to look nicer, let's light this at night. Do we have any supplies here? Well, maybe we don't. Oh, yeah, we do. There we go. Some metal scraps. And we'll light this campfire.
Ah, that feels nice.
It does look nice. Anyway, let's sleep and end the day. Like I said, the day cycle is pretty rapid, but you can make it longer. For the tutorial, I'm not going to do that. When I play the main game, I probably will make it longer. Now, things to pick up. Rubbish. You're going to want rubbish. You're going to want all the wood you can find.
Ah, some food for the recycler.
And you're going to want food for yourself, which early game is these blueberries. Run around and grab as many of them as you can. You do get to grow your own later on. So, there is a blueprint thing up there. So I think we'll head up there. Now, notice our objective now is to craft a building hammer. So let's come to the back here. We'll craft a building hammer, which uses 3 of my wood. There you go. Now to build, we're going to push to the right on our D-pad. And we're going to start by making one of these counters. You can rotate it with the shoulder buttons left and right. And when you've got it where you want it, you just hit X. I'm just going to build one at the moment because what we need to build now is the recycler. The recycler is what we use to recycle rubbish into tickets for downloading blueprints. So I'm going to hit right again. I'm going to hit R1 and this is our recycler. You can see it needs 2 wood and 1 metal scrap. I have enough for that. So again, I'm going to rotate it till I'm happy. And I'm going to hit to build it. I think it's X. You just hit an X to build it. Now, recycler, come into the menu. This menu I find a little bit weird, but it works. All you do is it's telling you that 2 bits of rubbish will make 1 ticket. So you click on an empty square and you click it like this. And then once it's in the input, you have to go to the middle bit and turn it on. Not sure why. I suppose it's so you can pick and choose when it's on, because I assume it uses battery power. But for me, I just wouldn't have things in the input if I didn't want it on. It is what it is, right? So as you can see, I've now got 1 ticket, which I can take out. I'm going to wait for the second ticket as well, because it's nearly done. Now, when the demo first dropped, we could not do this. And the amount of times I would go running up to a tower with nothing in my backpack was unbelievable. Because, of course, if I come up to this and deposit materials...
I'll store this right here.
That also deposits my vouchers. And I would have to come back, take them out, yada, yada, yada. Now, thankfully, the devs listened. And you can now go into your backpack. You can select an item and you can lock it to prevent it from being deposited. So now, when I come up to this, there's nothing to deposit. Those blueprints will be locked there. Right, let's go and get our first blueprint then.
Okay, let's go.
We're going to head up to that tower up there. Ooh. Honestly, especially if it's wood, get out and get it. Here's some more wood. The van's really slow. I'm not going to lie. I believe in the main game you do get to upgrade a load of stuff. There's 3 bits of wood in this area and a couple of bits of rock. So I am going to jump out to grab them. I think I saw one over here as well. Yep.
That could come in handy.
Grab some of these. There are all sorts of secrets in the games, like these stone cairns. I don't know where they all are at the moment. Normally in games, I don't really bother with stuff like that, but in this one, I'll probably try. There's also little gnomes you can find, you can go looking for, which is pretty cool. Right, dump off our resources and keep driving. Now, this brown stuff, these brown bushes, that's your fiber. Now, every resource that you collect in the game has 2 types. It has... Let me just grab these and get them in the recycler.
More stuff for the recycler.
Indeed. What have we got in here? Some berries and some ginger. Ginger is your HP healing. If you damage yourself, fall damage is a thing in this game, and you can also burn yourself. I don't have any wood on me. Grab a piece of wood. Light the fire. Yeah, so as I was saying,
Beautiful fire.
the logs we've been picking up are one log. The likes of this is one fiber. However, there is a bigger version of the tree, or in this case the bush, which is a larger bush. You need a sickle for this. Now, to make the sickle, you actually need a couple of fiber. So I'm just going to run around quickly and grab a couple of fiber. And of course, you need the blueprint for it. Let's pop that rubbish that we found in here. Turn it back on. And deposit that stuff. Now, I do have my tickets on me. So I'm going to go. Here's another example. The small rocks that you've seen me picking up already, you can pick up. They're one. Oh, they're one each.
Looks like I need a
Picked up
pickaxe.
3. Yeah. And a pickaxe will do the bigger ones. Normally in survival games, my go-to is axe first, pickaxe second, and everything else comes later. Now that's interesting. There is something through here. However, in this game, I'm going to take the sickle first. And the reason for that is I don't want to use wood to recharge my van. I want to use fiber. And that's my first tip, is use fiber. So, when the screen's off, you can't download any more blueprints. However, sometimes the towers do reactivate later on. Grab this stone and head back to the van. If you overload yourself, by the way, you get slower and slower and slower till you can't. I think you get to a point where you can't move, but I don't know for sure. So we'll come in. We're going to make our sickle. Can we make these boots as well? No. We will be able to soon. In fact, very soon. Cut down this fiber, which incidentally is very heavy. There's some food. We are going to need food soon.
Just what I needed.
Grab this bush, and then I'm going to head back to the van. Because if you get overloaded, it really slows you down. And again, another reason why it would be handy to have the deposit thing in that side. Now I'm going to make these homing boots because this is a good opportunity to actually show you what they do. There you go. Right, I am going to shut up camp, and I'm going to
Ready to roll.
head down to the... Oh, did I not empty that? Oh, I did. Very strange. It must have shut itself after, or I shut it. I don't remember. Get some more wood. Now down here we've got a broken bridge. That unfortunately you can't do anything with in the demo. It's kind of, they've limited the size of the first map. Now over here we've got some more fiber. We've got some more rubbish.
Gotta tidy this up.
We've got some water. Water is what you need for growing plants and things. You can't get water out of the rivers. You've got to find those wells or similar. Item. Oh yeah, so this is what homing boots do. When it gets dark, when it gets to nightfall, you're too tired to run. However, with your boots on, if you're facing your van, you get this short little burst of speed towards where your van is.
I'll put this in storage.
And let's just... Normally I just drive in the dark, but I think on video it looks better if it's nice and bright and you guys can see more then. Oh. I am gonna grab that. So, let me just pull the van forward. By the way, your van's off-road capabilities are really poor, certainly in this van. So, like I was saying earlier on, my big tip here is use fiber, not wood. Don't use wood because you want to gather all the wood that you can for building your empire on top of your van. So I'm just going to chuck about 20 of this to keep me going. You can see one fiber makes one battery thing, and I'm going to turn it on. And you can see that'll keep me going for quite some time. That will absolutely keep me going for quite some time. And I don't need any fiber just now. So we are going to carry on. If we look at the map, you can see we want to veer to the right. So a white thing means you visited it and done it. A orange thing, like the orange flashing thing up there, means you've not done it yet. So you can see all 3 campfires have been done, and all 2 of the blueprint towers have also been done so far. So we are going to carry on down here. I am going to stop here for 2 reasons. One, there is a bunch of...
I should eat something.
I am getting quite hungry. Food can be your hardest resource to find early game. There is a blueprint tower down there that we definitely want to go visit. I'm going to grab any tickets that I've got. Feed in any rubbish that I've got. Keep the tickets coming.
Time to hit the road.
So we'll take a tour down here. Have a look in the box. We will light our 4th fire, which will tick off that little side quest thing that we had going. And then fill that. I may as well grab these rocks and this rubbish.
I should clean this up.
And now I am going to head across to the tower. I don't know if there's any hidden little things around here anywhere. I'm not seeing any.
Looks like I can download a blueprint here.
So here we get to choose. Now in the demo, this is a sewing machine. And we can't use that in the demo, so... sew sturdy backpacks and upgrade your clothing so you can gear up for your next adventure. So we are going to be able to upgrade our backpack by the look of it, which is really good news. We can choose here between food, like cooking food and recipes or growing food. So I'm going to go for growing food before cooking food.
Wow, new things to build.
Yeah. Right, let's chuck this in here.
I'll store this right here.
And let's get going. I'm not going to rush into building the... Oh, I tell you what I do need to do, though, is I need to eat something. So we've got 7 of these blueberries. I'm just going to consume them, fill up my food. And as you can see, even all that food I gathered so far doesn't even fill me to full. So definitely want to keep our eyes open for more food, which I believe there's a good bit just down here. There you go, look, all those bushes over there, that's food. There's a little bit over there, and we've got another tower. So I'm going to stop at this little campsite here, because it's getting dark anyway. Let's pick up some rubbish. Water. We'll empty this out.
Huh, some useful supplies.
No wood on me. Let's grab a piece of wood. Dump all our supplies. Fuel the ticket machine. And grab whatever tickets that we have. I currently have 2 tickets on me, which is great. Grab this wood. We're going to spend the evening gathering a little bit of food. We unfortunately can't get to that well over there because it is on the other side of the river in sort of out of bounds area. You can see that in the main game. We'll be able to get there, but we currently can't. Oh, bit of butterflies. Right. Okay, let's... Yeah, let's carry on and let's get whatever we can get. We're going to unlock this blueprint.
A tasty treasure.
The only thing we're allowed here is the sawmill. So let's get that gathered in. Grab this metal. Watch our carry weight. Oh, there we go. We're overloaded now. And then I'll run over there, grab that food before I camp for the evening. Grab this. I mean, this game has plenty of resources. You just need to kind of know
This could be useful.
how to get them. Everything respawns either after 1 sleep cycle or 2. I haven't quite figured it out exactly yet. So maybe in this run through we'll do a wee test of that. Right, I think we're just about done here. Can we sleep yet? Yes, we can. So let's just do it. Let's start a new day. We will get our sawmill built. Sorry. Now, you use the R1 to sort of select your build menu, and then your R2 and L2 to select which things you want. These are the crop plots that we unlocked. This is the sawmill, and this is this. Now, the crop plots need planks, so we're not building any of them before we've got this. We actually need one more piece of wood before we can even build that. So I'm just going to carry on my journey.
Okay, let's go.
There's a piece of wood right there. 2 pieces, actually. The next thing I want to look to get unlocked is the axe, because the axe is going to unlock bigger chunks of wood for us to find. We'll come up here, grab this stuff. And what you'll learn as you play the game is that different areas of the map have different resources. If we look at the map where we are just now, if we head a little bit north and follow it round sort of in a U shape and come back down to where we've been, that's a really good area for finding wood. You've already seen where it's a good area to harvest a lot of fibre. We're in sort of the berry area. This is a great area for harvesting your berries. And you just kind of need to do little rotations of things. Once we cross the river, after we repair that bridge over there, there'll be other areas where you can find all sorts of different resources as well. Wood, once we cross that bridge, becomes a lot more scarce. Thought I saw a bit of wood when I spun around there, but I don't think I did. I'm not going to rush into building the sawmill just now, just in case I need wood that I've got.
A load off my back.
Building things. What we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to head up to the lookout tower. The fire lookout, sorry. Our goal is to repair that broken bridge. So stop here. We'll gather in this stuff.
Gotta tidy this up.
Light the fire. Dump the stuff in there. I'm gonna make another one of them, and I'm going to take the 3 that are in, and we'll head up to the lookout tower. This is an on-foot thing. I'm not going to pick resources up. I can pick these things up on my way back down, because up here there are some things. I'll have a little look around the area first. This stuff is ginger.
Better be safe than sorry.
Here's our first gnome. This is our first little gnome. 1 of 100. That's 1 of 100, I assume, in the whole game, not just in... In fact, if we look at this, you can see in this map area, there are 20 possible campfires. There is 20 cairns. There is 25 gnomes and 3 paintings. Now, I've not yet found a painting, but we only have access to 1/3 of the map area. So it is possible that those paintings are in the other parts of the map, because that's for the whole map, not just the demo part. Right, let's visit the fire lookout. Gather in this ginger.
Healing supply secured.
There is a cairn over there. But I don't think you need 1 rock on you to repair the cairn. So I'm going to pick that up. Do you know, I did enjoy my playthrough of Cairn. I might have to revisit that game. There we go. I'm not going to pick anything else up just now because I want to see what's up here. Pick up the rubbish while we're up here. Let's have a good look about. That's the van. Now I wonder if the green flashing light means... Where's one that I've done? There. See, that one's not flashing, whereas that one is. So that's something we can look out for. Now here's a blueprint machine.
Looks like I can download a blueprint here.
This one's locked.
Okay, I need to find these items.
So we need to find 3 items. You need some password thing, a thumb drive, and a sort of floppy disk. Nothing on this table. Ah, there's the floppy disk. Gone are the days of floppy disks. Thumb
This
drive.
signal decryptor can probably be used in the nearby terminal.
Password thing, but let's have a look around. Oh, we'll get the water. Now, when you pick up these bottles of water, you get 2 things. You get a water and a bottle cap. Those bottle caps are used in like a vending machine. Sometimes ladders can be a bit finicky, but you soon get the hang of them. Right, unlock the terminal. Now we can get an axe, a pick. Ah, what is this? Download paintbrush. Get creative. This brush lets you paint just about any surface on anything you've built. Ah. Okay, I'm going to take the axe first. Because wood. We're going into the wood area. So I want to gather as much wood as I can on my way around. So, we're done here. My backpack is almost full. We'll grab any stone we can on our way down without... I think I can grab one more piece. Yeah, just about do it. I might be able to manage one more.
That could come in handy.
At my limit. Run out of stamina. And we'll deposit this stuff. Now, I'm aware the sun is going down, but I want to harvest all this wood round here before sleeping, because remember what I said about resources respawning between days. So this is a big wood. There's a big log. See, these ones here are the little logs. They give you 1 wood. These are the big ones. They give you 5.
Looks like I need an axe.
But we need the axe first. Make the axe. While I'm here, I'll make the watering can. There we go. Chop this over. Now we can come over here. Chop this log. If I remember rightly, there is a little gnome up here somewhere. I think he's out over this way. There he is. There he is. I don't know how many gnomes are actually in the demo area. Right, let's get going. Let's get back to the van. Gathering in all these resources. There's another big log over there.
I'll store this right here. should probably get something to eat.
I am apparently hungry again, so let's go and eat something. There we go. I'm going to drive on a bit. It is getting unfortunately dark. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive down to here. Once we've cleared that area, I think I'll be okay for camping. I don't want to camp before gathering on all this wood.
That could come in handy.
We'll hit this beacon. Only thing we can do... this is interesting. So, download companion training. This is going to be interesting. But yeah, at the moment it's just food. Grab as much metal as I can carry. Now I'm overweight. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to harvest these trees in front of the van. On a side note, you can also harvest the stump. We have like a torch, like a flashlight. We do we?
Huh.
No, I don't think we do. Oh, let's grab this. I'm going to leave this area.
Time to hit the
road. I'm
road.
going to camp. I don't know if it makes a difference. Now, this area also is good for wood, but we're going to kind of need to be able to see what we're doing. So let's rest up. I am now going to build a sawmill. And I'm also going to... You see 2 bits of wood make 1 plank. I know I need 10. But I'm going to make 15. So I've got a little bit of excess as well. So I'm going to put 30 wood straight into that. You need 10 planks to repair that bridge for getting over to the other side. So we are on the map. You can see where we are. We're sort of coming back down to where we started. So I'm going to keep my eye out. I can see wood up in this area. And I've just driven right past some. So let's stop here. Gather in this. Gather in that. Another big log here. Dump it off. Run out here. We've got fibre and wood. Ooh. So, new radio signal received. Basically means that a new one of the signal towers that we've been to was reactivated. So I'm going to have a quick look at what that is. This is probably going to put us... Oh, no, it hasn't. Get this stuff back to the van. That has. That's okay, we're nearly there. Chuck that in there.
Time
Now,
to drop
we
off
look at
some
our
stuff.
map. you can see that that radio tower is now flashing green. We're going to be making our way back round to that anyway. So we're just going to ignore it just now. Grab some of this stuff. I think we found more or less everything we can find here. Nope. Right, carry on. I have just noticed that our objective is to open up a map and track a landmark. Now, for some reason, when you're in the van, you have no map controls. You can pull it up, but you can't actually do anything with the map. So if you jump out, then you can move about the map. We're going to mark this one, because that's what it wanted us to do. Oh, there's some berries up there. Let's run and grab them. There's a piece of wood there. There's a piece of wood over there. Oh, 2 pieces of wood. Ooh. I think that noise was just the van charging back up. We are also heading back to the fibre area. This is the campsite we stopped at when we first came down the hill.
A perfect spot to set up camp.
I like how the same little speech triggers when you go near it. I'll run over and grab these berries. Once we are established, this, you know, once you've got things set up, you're fine. You don't need to stop for all these resources. Once we've built what we want to build, it's just exploration after that. And you don't need to be doing it the way I'm doing it. The demo's quite a short part of the game, so I want to build my van up to its spectacular end product in a very short pace of time. And to do that, I need lots of wood. Lots of wood. I don't know how much wood, but I reckon...
Ready to roll.
I reckon we'll need over 100. Probably over 150. Which is why I'm going out my way to stop and gather at every given moment I can. Sorry, just had to answer a message. Now, we'll come back up round to where we gathered in all that fibre. And we'll gather the fibre again. Quickly pull in here. We don't have the pickaxe yet, which is a bit of a shame.
This could be useful. I should find something to eat.
Okay. Let's see, what have we got? Probably do need to start looking at growing food soon. We'll drive down here because we'll get that water. Just going to leave that bit of wood just now. Probably pick it up on my way back up. Gather this stuff. Let's gather that. So you can
Time to drop off some stuff.
that you can gather a lot of resources once you learn where everything is and just sort of go to cycle around the game. You can gather loads of stuff really quickly. I mean, we've been playing for an hour and we've already made masses of progress. Just going to take this wood out of here. So night is coming. Which isn't a bad thing at all. I think what I'll do is drive down to the berry area where the tower that's reactivated is, which is just down here. It was the tower straight ahead, wasn't it? Yeah, it's not the one down to the right. Let's gather this fibre, because it's quite a lot of fibre in a very small space. So we'll grab that and get on our way. And we'll stop at this campsite again and we'll camp again. By the way, and I should have probably showed you this. Let's show you just now. You can feed these little rabbits. You can give them a little blue.
Here you go.
And then you can pet him, which is quite cool. I like that. It's a nice sort of thing you can do in the game. Right, let's go and see what this is offering us. Grab this metal. So it's furniture packs, basically. I'm just going to take the first one. We're going to want to unlock them all anyway, so... until I've got the actual building on top of my camper van built. Doesn't really matter what order I take them in, does it? Gathering these blueberries. Then we'll go and sleep. And then my plan is to do one more loop for wood. And then head across the bridge.
Fresh fuel for the journey.
Oh, we might want to eat something. Go. Camp. Day 6 already. Whenever you see these willow trees, by the way, they have these sort of reeds near them, which you will need. Water, you can't actually get down to the water, just in case you were wondering. Run over and grab these berries, because we are quite short on food.
I'll put this in storage.
Right, let's get round for the wood. We'll grab these berries as well. Just because they're so close. Oh, and there's even a piece of wood there. The reason I haven't really started to grow is because every time you grow a berry indoors, it needs water. We only have 12 water, so, and every one berry you plant, you get 3, so you're only getting a 2 berry profit. So it's until you get the top of your van built up, it's really not
Time
worth
to hit the
it.
road.
Do you know what? I'm here anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's what we need to fix this bridge. There we go. Bridge is fixed. I'm not going to cross it yet. I'm going to go and gather in this wood. Unfortunately, the trees that are crossing the road don't respawn. Because that's a lot of wood if they did. Another one here. I think I just saw a piece of metal and wood.
Perfect for the next project.
I didn't see the wood, but I did spot that bit of metal. Piece of wood here. Oh. Right. That tower is not lit up, so we don't need to go up there. However, I'm going to go up and gather that metal in. And we're going to stop for this wood anyway. I always drop. If you're passing the van, dump what you're carrying.
Perfect for the next project.
There we go. Oh, big wood. So yeah, you can see the 2 little logs respawn down there. But the roadblock itself doesn't. Which is a shame, because it was a lot of wood. You can't cut down trees in the current game. I don't know if you will be able to. I get the feeling probably not. Given the way they've done the resource thing in the game, I don't think you'll be able to harvest trees. Which, do you know what? It makes sense, because you don't want to ruin the beauty Like me just now, I'd just be deforesting this whole area to get all the wood that I need. Do you know what I mean? And it will ruin the area doing that. So we'll pull up here. This area has respawned all its timber.
That could come in handy.
I know, that's why I'm picking it up, mate. Here we go. I think there's one. Yeah, I knew there was another big one over here somewhere. I wonder if in the main game you'll be able to, like, upgrade your stamina and stuff. Or whether you'll be able to make recipes that, you know, improve your stamina for the day and things like that. If I pick up anything else, I'm going to be overweight, but... that.
Ha! Load off my back.
We drive around here a little bit. I think there's more stuff we can grab. We start down here. We got berries, we got fibre, we got more wood. We must be getting a decent haul of wood now. $140. Nice.
I should get something to eat.
Right. I am going to move to the next area, I think. We'll stop here for this timber.
A perfect spot to set up camp.
Now, in previous games, the rubbish I pick up has respawned, but it doesn't seem to be respawning in this one. See, that's why I would love that to have a deposit all on that side as well. Again, only really relevant this early in the game because you're trying to gather so many resources.
This could be useful.
You don't wanna. To get yourself established. There's a couple of bits of wood there, but, well, one. I'm just going to leave it. I will grab some of the fibre up here. Oh, now interesting that the fibre has not respawned. So it must be like 2 sleeps to do an area. So that's cool. We'll just carry on. I'm going to drive down to the bridge that we repaired, and then I'm going to camp for the night, and then we'll head into the new area with a fresh day ahead of us. I do believe in the main game you're going to be able to upgrade your engines and things. Right, here is the...
Battery is running low.
Oh, it is. So is our food. Now, I want to be careful what I do here. Oh, we've got loads. So, just going to chuck in 30. Yeah, you can see we're not in any hurry for any fibre currently. May as well camp. I'm going to chuck on... ten more planks.
Looks like a light drizzle.
So yeah, we do get weather conditions in the game. Right. Let's head out over the bridge. The first thing we spot is this. It's interesting. Normally, he always said, oh, look, Mr. whatever it is. I only have 3 on me.
Hey, that's a cap and snap.
There you go, cap and snap. There you go, now he's seen it.
Let's see what I get this time.
And you'll get one of these bobbleheads, which you can then... You get the blueprint for the bobblehead. There we go. I can afford another one.
Let's see what I get.
Give me the bumblebee. Yeah. We'll find other cats and we'll get the other ones pretty soon. Nothing to deposit, so it wasn't things that we needed to gather. Now remember what I said about these trees. If you see these trees, there's these reeds which give us this rough stuffing which we will need for our furniture in our van. In fact, you can hear the water. Down here, we've got another gnome. Fishing gnome. I don't think the main game's going to have fishing in it. But I really hope it does. I think for the longevity of playing this game, you need an activity to do, right? Once you've explored all the maps and everything, you're going to need that thing that keeps you coming back to the game. And I'm not seeing that in this game at the minute. These mushrooms are your sort of new food item in this area of the map, and they do feed you better. We've got plenty of reeds in this area. Or, not reeds, sorry, fibre.
Perfect for the next project.
To be honest, we don't really need a huge amount more fibre. So I'm not going to be in a hurry to need to pick any more of that up. Wood, yes. I think we're always going to need wood. Now, I think we'll go this way first. We look at our map, you can see... Ooh. Now that's interesting, because that's not a bad thing, not a bad place for it to redo, because that is where that's where the, what should we call it, the wood resources are. So we're going to want to probably go back there at some point soon anyway. So yeah, that's not a bad thing that that's the one that's relit. I did just check my map. Is it maybe it wants me to... Oh no, it's gone now.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, like I said, on this side of the map, you don't really see much in the way of wood. That's why I kind of wanted to gather quite a good amount of it before coming over. I should have realised that we'd get sent back there anyway. I would like my pickaxe soon, if truth be told. We've got another wee camping area here. A chest. We've got some rubbish. How many
More stuff for the recycler.
We're down to our 1. Have I got any in here? I do, I've got 1. And another 3 coming. There we go. On a side note, if you...
Ah, that feels nice.
If you run out, you know how we locked the tickets into our backpack? If you run out of the item and make more and put them back in, you have to do it again. It doesn't, like, automatically stay like that. Right, sorry about that. Okay, where were we? We were about to head, I believe... There is a tower here somewhere. At least I thought there was. We can't head down that... Ah, there it is, right there. Thought I saw it on the drive up, and it's lit up on top, which means it's an active one. Oh, I didn't empty my backpack. Oh, do you know what? It doesn't matter. There's not much up here that we need to worry about. We'll gather these little bits of metal. There, Lewis.
Looks like I can download a blueprint at this signal tower.
So this is the blueprint for being able to build on top of our van. Now my plan is to do that last, basically. There is a cairn over here. Can I drop an item? Believe it or... Oh, no, it's just a drop. No. It did drop it, but... What did I pick up there? Was it metal, wasn't it? Right, no. Right, let's pick up this. Activate that. I don't see anything. I mean, there's probably stuff hidden. And if I was off camera, I would be spending a lot of time looking about. But for the purposes of getting through this demo, craft the base building deck at the vehicle workbench. So when we get back, we will do that. It is such a relaxing, peaceful game. I know I've been playing it at 90 mile an hour. When I play my own playthrough off camera, certainly won't be. And like I said,
Time
the
to drop off
relaxing
some
part
stuff.
of this game is once I've got the top of this built, let me show you what this does. So now that we've got this, we can click R1 to come over and we can build this. You can see that in itself takes 10 wood. And there you go. So this is your... When you open up, you get this little ladder that pops down. And you can come out here. And you can build... Here you go, look. You can build extra floor pieces. All around. I'm not going to do it just now. Okay? I'm going to leave it for just now. And once we've completed the main part of the game, sort of what the demo has to show us, we're going to come back.
Time to hit the road.
It certainly is. Oh, here's an interesting little thing. When the demo first came out, you couldn't do this. A campfire cannot be lit when it's raining. However, I've not tried this myself, but I believe after the devs watched somebody's live stream, I can't remember whose, you were able to light the campfire under the door. I personally think it's dumb, because all that's going to do is set fire to your van and ruin it. But I like the fact that they listened and they're paying attention to what streamers and content creators are doing with the game and implementing things. There you go. It just goes out in the rain, you see. That they see people talking about. Such a simple thing. And I like that they added it at somebody's request, just as simple as that. I think they happened to be watching his stream. I cannot for the life of me think who it was though. Now you can see that tower is in the area we can't get to currently. Let's have a look at the map. There is... No, we've done that tower. We didn't do a campfire down there and across there. So yeah, I think we're just heading to... over here. Do you know what I'm going to do? I just again, on stream, I know what it's like watching dark videos. So I'm just going to stop and sleep. I think it's a more enjoyable experience for you guys. And to be honest, for myself as well. So that's the tower we were just at. Where we're heading is that tree up there. The big tree up there. Oh, I will stop and grab some food. Although there is actually
delicious.
Quite a lot of food. Now, I'm just seeing all these willow trees. Well, I assume they're willow trees. I've not noticed big logs around this area before, but that's cool. Yeah, that is cool. Right, let's dump this stuff off. Because I would like to build some furniture, I'm gonna go and have a look at this area over here. I would drive, but the van doesn't perform well off-road. I wonder if, like, the green one looked more of an off-roady one, didn't it? Just kind of keeping a little eye out for any secrets that might be lurking. But yeah, this rough stuffing is going to be great for building our couches. Oh, another gnome. What's this one? Another fisherman with a snorkel set. Oh, another large log. So this must be the wood-ish area up here. That bit's out of bounds.
That could come in handy.
More down here. There's also, look, a well over there. Looking, so that's over. I'm getting quite far away from the van, and I don't see an easy way to get back to it if I carry on round that way. So I think I'm going to head back to the van. You know there's going to be a cairn up here, don't you? You see a random little stone like that? There it is. And it's right on the border. So, I do like the, yeah, I mean, the game looks great, doesn't it? I'm really, really, really looking forward to when it comes out. I absolutely intend to live stream on the day of release. So if this is a game that interests you, on the day it releases, I plan to do a live stream at around 6 p.m. UK time. I'm not meant to be coming further around this way, am I? Because I don't... That's where I'm heading to. I mean, I suppose I could just do it all on foot, but then I'm going to end up... I'm already overloaded, do you know what I mean? So, nah, let's get back to the van. I have not noticed any performance issues with the game. I've got a fairly decent gaming computer. And it certainly hasn't had any issues. I have also played it on the Steam Deck, and it plays really nicely on the Steam Deck. I personally did not have any issues with it on the Steam Deck whatsoever. Oh, there is a cairn right up there, but then that's up in the area we're going, so we'll find that when we get there. Let's get back to the van. Dump this stuff. Let's get up there. And then it's all that's going to be left to do after that really is gather in all the blueprints that we can, especially the furniture ones, which is why we kind of probably want to head back to that green one quite soon, because I don't know if they just continue to open up or not, or whether that won't open up, that another one won't open up till I go and collect that one.
I'll store this right here.
Maybe I should just nip quickly across. Because there's probably some more wood there as well, right? Yeah, let's, just because I'm thinking, I wonder, because it's been quite a while since one uploaded, right? Since, a signal tower became available.
Oh, some useful supplies.
Some more of this rubbish. Don't think I've lit that bit of wood. That, where's the campfire? Oh. Oh, of course, I just dumped it back in, didn't I, after gathering it in? Okay.
Would you look at that?
Excuse me a second. Yeah, let's fly quickly
let's
back
go.
across that bridge. Go and gather in that signal tower. Collect the wood that's there, and then we're going to dive straight back across here. I don't want signal towers to be what stretch this video out longer than it needs to be. How many cap and snap things did I find? I've only got one, so I need to find a few more before I can grab the last piece of stuff. I don't even know if the wood has unlocked in this area again. I think it, yeah, it has. I can see it. Brilliant. It's just going to give us a nice stock of wood. And I'm not going to go all the way around the other bit. I'm just going to do this bit and get the blueprint. Gonna grab this. Back to the van. This.
This could be useful.
Dump this. Sure, there was a big. Maybe did I run over? I think I ran over and got it already. There was just one here though. Right. Grab the wood. Grab the blueprint.
I should eat something.
Yes, I should. There you go. We'll just do... I'm not really fussed in which order I open all that up. Spin around and get back across the bridge.
Another cap and snap.
When I look at the map, I can see that there is a tower up to the left, which is that one up there that we've not picked up yet. And to get to that tower, we're going to park up here. Now, what I am going to do is rest, because otherwise I'm going to get halfway up there and not be able to sprint anymore. So it'll take ages to get back to the van.
A fresh new day.
So you can see the sort of walkway is marked for you. Again, you could drive down this, but the van really... You'll see in a minute, because the last area, I am going to drive up to it. Just because there's a lot of food and stuff up there that you can gather, mushrooms and things. So I am going to gather all that stuff in. What are we at? An hour 40 so far.
Another signal tower.
Planks. There we go. What are we getting here? Ah, pickaxe. Let's get it downloaded. So there is fall damage in the game. I don't know from what height though. That was actually quite a fall, and that didn't hurt me, so... I think I did it, yeah, I did it at some point, and it did hurt. So, fall damage, I'm pretty sure is a thing.
Ha! A load off my back.
Let's head up to the end area. Which is this way. Such a pretty game. I believe in the game there's going to be, obviously this map we're only getting a third of it, so this map's going to be much bigger, much more to explore, and I believe there's 2 other maps as well. I think that's what they said. I'll need to check that out. I'm sure there was going to be 3 maps. Whether or not they will add more maps after that, I'm not sure. Actually just stopped there because the message that just came up on my phone was that it was from Squareglade Games saying that Outbound is now Steam Deck verified. So, like I said, I haven't had a problem playing it on the Steam Deck, so I already thought it was.
Let's take a look what's in here.
Unless they mean the actual main game. Maybe they've been testing the actual main game on the Steam Deck. And... it's all, yeah, maybe that's what they mean. But certainly the demo, I've never had an issue. Now, this is quite a long haul up there. Well, it's not a long haul, but like I said, there's stuff to collect. So you can drive this if you're a little bit crafty about how you do it. Try and stick to the muddy areas, the hard mud, and collect these mushrooms. These mushrooms are much better food. There's that water. Remember, we came up around that other side and we were up there before. I'm going to grab all this. Grab the water.
Perfect for the next project.
Right. And we shall get back to the van. Head up to the final area. I wonder if you can feed the mushrooms. Nah, it's got to be the road berries. Don't know why they're called road berries. Berries to eat on the road, maybe. It is quite a hard trek up here in the van because the van does not drive uphill well. I don't know whether you're going to be able to get upgraded tires and exactly what you'll be able to get that's upgraded in the final game, but it certainly appears, because if you look here, motor info, you can see that there is levels. The motor level is 1. The slope level is 1 because the motor level is 1. So I'm assuming if there's levels to things, that there's going to be a way of upgrading it, basically. Rainwater's. So there's also going to be charge rating. You've got biomass 1, solar 0, wind 0, and rainwater 0. So there's probably going to be rainwater collectors and things. And look at your build weight. Your build weight is at 0.0 because we've not done... Interestingly, so that doesn't even count. That's motor and battery. Yeah. Let me see. So you've got backpack in here. You've got intra. So you've got this. You've got all these things. Ooh. I haven't really explored all this stuff. So crafting, I mean, look, you can see how much more stuff that you're going to be able to craft. Research. So there's research you can do as well. And then, of course, you've got the gnomes. Oh, that's good. So there's 6 gnomes to be found in the demo, and I found 4 of them currently. And there are no paintings available in the demo. That's good to know. Research. So I wonder what the research is going to be then. Intriguing is what it is. Right, let's carry on. Well, let's not carry on because we are where we want to be. I'm going to start by, before the sun sets, heading up here. We can hear the signal tower already. You've got a little note that you can read here. Flowers to be delivered after the festival. I don't know if this is something that you're going to have to do in the game, like a little side task, a job that you can do. Yeah, I'm not sure. You can't... See, they're here. I mean, are you going to be able to put these in your van? And I suspect not, but I hope so. Right, let's get up here. This tower, this is the same as before. We need to
Looks
find...
like I can download a blueprint here. Okay, I need to find these items.
So your signal decryptor, your thumb drive is right in the thing with you. Your next piece is up here. There's another water bottle. Remember, all these water bottles have a cap and snap on them. Oh, there's another gnome. There's another cap and snap thing. There we go. I think that's everything from up here. So just one more gnome in the demo to find. We shall have to keep our eye out for him. Oh, more.
Oh! I am really hungry now.
Oh, I am, which means I'm going to be losing health.
Ow!
So, what have I got that I can eat? I've got 1 mushroom, so let's consume that. See how much more the mushrooms give us than the blueberries. They are a much better source of food. I don't know if you can grow the mushrooms. Must be able to, surely. There's your signal decryptor as well.
Wow, a password databank for the terminal.
Password databank, rather. Pop it in the computer. Now, you can't get these, but you do get this. You get some solar panels and some wind turbines. So let's download them. And there you go. That is the demo complete. But it's not everything we can do in the demo. So I am going to continue playing because I want to now build on top of the van. That's going to be what we're going to go back down to that little campsite. We're going to sleep for the night. And then we're going to build our van. We're going to build what we want on top. So you can see there's going to be additional biomes. You're going to get a dog companion. I'm really excited about that. More materials, recipes, food, furniture pieces, building elements, all of that. Furniture painting, so you're going to be able to paint your furniture and stuff. And more vehicle types and more. Right. I don't think there's anything else we need to bother about up here. So I am going to jump down here. Deposit what I'm carrying.
I'll put this in storage.
Do you know what? Just again, it just looks better. I'm going to sleep. I can see the mushrooms better this way, and you guys can see better as well. So... I've gather a bit of ginger. Oh, so resting also appears to have refilled my health bar. That's good to know. Mostly I just want to gather mushrooms here because they're a great source of food.
This looks delicious.
Mushrooms are good. They are very good. There's that cairn, so do you know what? Let's grab a rock. And let's head up here. One last rock. Pop it on the cairn. That should be more than enough to keep us going. Where are the mushrooms? What is this? Is that rubbish? What's this? Oh, that's the rough stuffing, and there's our mushrooms. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 mushrooms to fill. So they're a bit better than the berries. Not much, but a wee bit.
Ready to roll.
We are ready to roll. I'm going to get down to where I want to camp. Partly as well because it's near where the wood is. So should we need to go and gather any more wood, it'll be right there for us. Oh, there is something else that I forgot to show you guys about the van. I will show you when we park up. Our little stop spot is just down here. Just by this lake. I'm going to reverse down here. There you go. Level-ish. It'll do. It could be a little bit leveler, probably. Kind of tilts a bit, doesn't it? Let's try and get a bit further down this way. See if we can level it up. That's better. Let's stop there. Right. So, now we're going to do some building. The game itself is complete. The only thing we haven't done is experimented with the building. I believe we should have more or less everything we need. So we're going to come up here. We're going to start by, I think, building a 3x3. How do we rotate? Rotate, because I want everything facing the same way. start with that. Now, as you can see, your build weight on the left-hand side is now rocketing up. Do you see that? I'm 8.1. I'm well, I'd say over a third, more like 2/5 of the way along. Possibly even more. Anyway, let's do some... What are these? Wooden, oh, the wooden roof. Yeah. We will use some wooden roofing. Because I like to park my van up this way, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a little balcony here, and this is going to be our little living area. So, no, that's not a window. That's your window. I don't think there's a right or way wrong. Let's try this. Let's build that one that way, and that one that way. I think they're identical on either side. I'm going to have a little doorway here. Now, there really isn't doorways in the game. But all I need for a doorway, personally, is a little bit like that. So I'm going to do corner pieces like this. Let's do the same over here. And then let's go back to windows. Which, again, is only using one wood. Even though it's a window. There we go. Now you can see we are raising... Ooh, so we want our roof like that. A roof like that. 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 Oh. See, I'm sure I didn't build it like this before. Maybe I had a 4x3. Because I had a flat part on my roof. That's what I'm just thinking about. I definitely had a flat part on the roof. How do we destroy things? We've got recycle, move, duplicate. Let's recycle this for a second. There is a radio tower. Just, of course, because we haven't actually opened up all the furniture yet, have we? Where has it opened up? It's really close to where we are, so I think we'll just run and do that on foot. Is it that one over there? Yep. It's that one over there. We can gather that water on the way. Have I got a ticket? I've got one ticket. Grab some of this. Grab some of this.
Some more supplies for crafting.
I don't think you can do anything with these guys. They tend to fly away straight away. Okay, so this was further than I thought it was. But it'll be fine. We'll test the fall damage thing on the way back. If you do run out of health, you just wake up passed out in your van, basically. So it's really not a big deal. Like I say, this is a really chilled out game.
Looks like I can download a blueprint here.
So we've got... I'm going to go for this first. So I do want that other thing. Right, let's have a look. I kind of slid down the cliff there, though, is the problem. So yeah, I'm not sure about fall damage. I'm sure at one point I did hurt myself in this game. And I don't think it was just from going hungry. I'm thinking for the build, that would be in the middle. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to recycle this just now. And we're going to build more out there. Oh no, there's a blue border around my screen I've just noticed. That must be... So that comes up when you're in build mode. Interesting. Oop. Fallen through. See, now I'm sort of doubting whether... I cannot remember how I built my little van before. I don't recall it being this big, but I definitely had a flat part to the roof. And I'm sure this was further over this way. Let's keep going. Let's see what I've got room for. Maybe things have been changed. Maybe people asked for better build weight or something. Yeah, see, that's me maxed out now, right? So if I try and build something, it's going to say I can't. So... I just remembered. I'm such an idiot. It's because I built it the wrong way around. The roof goes that way, not that way. Right. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run down here quickly. Sleep it off so it's nice and light so we can actually see what we're doing.
A fresh new day.
Right. Now I've remembered what I'm doing. At least we've really played with what the build weight is. Yeah, and rather than doing the roof that way, and I'll show you why I want to do it like this as well, because the roof we're going to do that way. Because I want a flat top section to the roof. Or we're going to have this. It's going to go... Is it going to... No. Right. That's going to go like that. And I think in keeping... And actually that does tie in with down here as well. Now, if I'm not mistaken... Oops. Which is jump? That's jump. Keep hitting the wrong jump button. So you can pull that down. And you can jump up here. This isn't going to be somewhere I need to come up to a lot. However, we did unlock... Ah, there we go. Tools. Electricity. So we're going to have 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, maybe it would be better to have... Nah, I'm fine with it. Because like I say, I'm probably not going to ever have to come back up here. And I will also build 1, 2, 3 of these. Can I build one there and one there as well? And I think with all that, should be our power more than sorted. I can move the ladder up so it's out of the way. Right, let's finish the build. Next thing we're going to need is these little bits. Get one there. Get one here. Get one there. Get one there. I think the building in this game is really good. It's really sort of free-flowing. It seems to be well executed. It doesn't seem buggy at all. I've not had many, if any, issues with it. So, windows or walls? Let's do windows. There we go. So that's the basic shell, and you can see we're getting up to the top. The only other thing that I'm going to build is these on the little veranda area, like so. So this is going to be where we come out to sit. I'm also going to grow things out here as well. Right, now with that in mind, yeah, I quite like that that comes up in there. Let's see, can I... These basically use 2 wood. These basically use 1 wood. The only difference between them is how many doors are on the front of them. This and this. I mean, you can't open the doors, so I don't really see a need to use 2 wood instead of 1. It doesn't change any functionality or anything like that, and I've just realised I'm doing this all wrong, because over that area I want furniture. I am going to build my couches over here. Like so. Yeah, why not? I suppose I could have a little footrest thing here. I'm out of planks. I'm going to need to put some more planks on. I'm just going to do a load. We've got plenty of wood actually. Do them and we'll gather the 10 that we've got. There we go. So these things do use planks. That's good to know. Right, this is going to be sort of my production area over here. I'm just going to put units, I think, all the way along here. These don't, by the way, as you can see, add to your build weight or anything. Do I have any... I do have a little coffee table that I can add. Yeah, let's pop in a wee coffee table. I think 1's enough. Right, let's think about now production. We'll stick... I'm not going to need it massively. Recycling machine in the corner. Then I think we'll do 1, 2 saw things. Speed up production of that. Those we'll think about in a minute. And then we've got our little cooking things. I'm going to do 2 cooking things. We don't need any of the power things down here. That's basically it. We haven't got much in the way of plants at the minute. plant there. Pop a plant on the table. The bobbleheads. Oh, we've got curtains. I'm not going to go for curtains, I don't think. I liked the hanging lights, but I haven't unlocked them yet, have I? Oh, have I? Yes, no, that's hanging sort of. They're kind of light. I think these are the lights that I like, actually. So let's pop that up there, that up there, that up there. And I'm just going to do them all the way around. They add a nice amount of light. And you can put these on the outside as well. But you can't put both curtains and lights up. So for me, I'm going to go for the basic lights. I would encourage you guys to play about with whatever lights you want to play about with. Or whatever curtains. You guys, it's all personal choice at the end of the day, isn't it? So that's going to light that up nicely. We do have these little lamps as well. Ooh, let's pop in that there, that there. Furniture along to the lights. We'll pop in another light there. We'll pop one over there. We'll pop one over there. Let's pop one whack in the middle as well. Why not? Try and keep as much light. And, I mean, we will unlock other flowers. The blueprints and things will unlock. Out here, we are going to put gardening plots. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 there. One, two. I need more planks. Wish there was a take all button.
I'll put this in storage.
I'd like a place to sit out here, please. So, let's do that. And that. And I think pop that in the corner. Get another planter there. Get the light there. You can see it lights everything up. So you can see with the lights in here, it looks quite nice. You can, by the way, sit and just
take a rest.
Enjoy your time. Right, to plant things. Okay. We're going to come into here. We're going to go here. Now, I can't plant mushrooms. I'm going to plant ginger in this one. I'm going to plant ginger in this one. I'm going to plant ginger in this one. They all need water, by the way, but I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. whether that was like a dragonfly or something. Oh yeah, and by the way, so the electricity just keeps your van fully charged all the time now. The wind keeps it going at night. Let's have a sleep. I'm kind of hoping it rains. I wanted it to rain to show you that I'm pretty sure that the rain does water your crops, your flowers. So I'm just going to leave it just now on the off chance that it does rain. But really, guys, this is it. This is the game. Now we've got to this point. It's really just a case of this is your little setup. Your van is fully charged. The crazy thing about it is when you are ready to go, when you're ready to move on to the next location, you just shut up and it packs it all away. And when you're ready to open it back up again, you just open it up. And that's it. That is as simple as that. That is how the game works. Obviously, this is pushing the build space for this van to its limit. More the build weight, and I'm really happy with how it's come out. There are more things to unlock and to find, more blueprints that we still haven't been given yet. Let's take a little drive and let's see if just with the
Okay, let's go.
Roadworthy we can do, because the last thing I actually want to do is go back to the Cap and Snap, which is along this way. It's just over there. Oh, there it is, right there. Go back to the Cap and Snap and get our last item. So we'll pull up here, jump out, we'll come over here. By the way, how's that for the amount of wood that we needed for that build? I've got 2 logs left and a few planks. So we're quite short on metal as well. So there are things that I definitely need. Let me consume that. I think 1, 2, 3 is all I need.
I'm feeling lucky.
And we'll grab our last little bobblehead. And now we can... Is it in... It was in here, wasn't it? So I think we'll have the doggy first. And we'll have the cat on the other end. Oh, there you go. There's... We'll have the bee. Can we get him in the middle? There he is. Oh, he's kind of wonky, but let's not bother about that just now. Oh, it's the one up there. Of course, it's the hardest one to get to. Oh, I didn't even realise I'd opened up the camp. Strange. Genuinely didn't think I'd done that. Let's go and grab these last blueprints and have a quick look at what they are. And then I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I have shown you just about everything there is in the game. There are a couple of blueprints, I think, left to unlock, which give you more furniture, more plants is the main thing, I think. In fact, let's just drive. I think it's mostly more plants. And apart from that, and finding that other gnome, if anybody knows where it is in the comments, please let me know, because I have no clue where it is. No clue whatsoever. It's not one that I found in a previous run or anything like that. I've just realised, see, this is exactly what I mean. I just realised Find some ginger, consume ginger to restore health. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a side task I have, I've just noticed, to find the ginger. So let's do that. Now, you can see the van has used a bit of power, but if I open this up, she just recharges pretty quick. It's done.
Ha! A load off my back.
That in there. Eat that. Let's consume that to complete that side quest. I hope I've got a ticket ready for me. I do. Right. Let's do this. Let's finish this up. See what we unlock, and if it's anything good, we'll do a quick look at it before we end the video. We do have some metal up here, which is great.
Another signal tower.
I am quite short of metal. Kind of quite short of everything, I think. It is more plants, so we're getting 3 new plants. I think that maybe that is everything that there is. Let's have a quick look. Where is it? Is it in this bit? Right, so not available in demo. So we found the 2 points of interest. None of that's available in the demo. In fact, so that is it. We have unlocked everything that is available in the demo, by the look of it. Downloads, there is nothing that, so we have unlocked absolutely everything. We've unlocked all of these. Materials, food and medicine. Journal. Rough stuffing, water, ginger. There is something we've not found. And I don't know what that is. I wonder what it is that we've not found. Again, if anybody knows in the comments, do let me know. There is a tool that we either haven't found or built. Oh, let's get back to the van. Pickaxe. That's what that is. And we have found it. We just haven't made it yet. So let's go and make that now. There it is. Cool. There we go. Don't believe there's anything else to make. Right, let's do a quick run up here. And have a quick look at some of these flowers. So L2. So we built some. Oh, they look nice. Why don't we build one of those? Oh, so this one's got to be on the floor. So we'll pop that one there. We've got this little fern. Put a little fern there and a little fern there. And then we've got this bad. Oh, so interestingly, that's the biggest one. Pop one there. Pop one there. So there you go. So you've got some flowers and plants and things you can lay about the place. It's really good. I would love it to rain. I really would. To water it, you can just, because we have got 25 water, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to water that. I'm going to water that. I'm going to water this. But I'm going to leave all the others just now.
Time to hit the road.
Let's head back to our little camp spot. Now that I know I've unlocked everything and found everything. Apart from, yeah, I don't know what it is I've not found in that journal. Very strange. And at this stage, you're pretty much good to explore. There's our little camp spot down here. There we go. Jump out. Open her up. Sleep for the night. Yeah, I can't remember. Is it 1 or 2 days for
fresh
that
new
stuff
day
to grow? Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. So they're now grown. So I can harvest them. Ooh. What am I carrying? Oh, I did pick up. Yeah, okay, so we'll plant these back in. And I'm just going to leave this for... I am pretty sure that the rain does water them. I'm pretty sure I tested that out in one of my other playthroughs, and I'm almost positive that rain did water it. However, it does look like rain is going to be scarce in this game, so that might be something that needs to be considered. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Listen, I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this demo. I think the main game is going to be absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait for it to come out, and I'm hopefully going to be live streaming it on the evening that it comes out. The plan will be, I don't know what time of day for us it's going to release, but the plan will be to go live as soon as I can after it drops. I'll have to look up the times. I don't know if they released release times yet. I'll look that up. And anyway, if you're interested at all, keep an eye on the channel. I will put the live stream up as soon as I decide what time I want it to be at. We'll take it from there. Anyway, please let me know in the comments whether this is a game that you're interested in, whether this is one you're going to be getting, or whether it's one you're unsure about yet, and if there's anything you want to know or that I could show you that might help swither you one way or the other. This isn't a sponsored stream. This is just me playing the demo. I'm not, I personally love the look of the game. So yeah, anyway, thank you as always for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me. It helps the channel grow. And please, leave comments. Let me know what you want to see. Thank you as always for watching, guys, and I will catch you at the next one.